Welcome to
That's
That's
a
a
wrap.
Wrap. I'm Phil,
Jeff.
and today we're going to talk about The Gray Man. All right, now this particular movie you will find on Netflix. But before we go any further, just want to let you know that it's a spoiler alert. We're going to talk about it. So if you want to watch it without any spoilers, then do not continue watching this video. We just give you a chance,
Watch the movie first.
yeah, watch the movie first before you watch our video. But if you do continue on, perfect. Here we go. We're gonna talk about The Gray Man. It's directed by
The Russo brothers.
and the Russo brothers have a good track record
Yeah.
of making movies.
4 or 5 MCU films, at least 4.
One of them being the Endgame, which is very very profitable.
Infinity War.
Yep, Infinity Wars. They directed those plus other movies, but in particular, this movie, The Gray Man, they also directed. Cost them $200 million to make, and from what I understand, the critics, Rotten Tomatoes, of course, gave it a 46%.
Roger Ebert, in particular, did not like the film. Had a lot of bad things to say.
Why? I mean, I don't know. That's his opinion on the film, but us as an audience, we gave it a 90%, which is really good.
Which we agree with.
Yes, we agree 100%.
Love the movie.
Yeah, it was fantastic, bro. It was
I
fantastic.
probably watched it 5 times already.
Now I'm gonna tell you, right now, it is over the top, okay? Because there's certain things that happen that she be like, oh wow, but I mean, look at Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the Fast and Furious. There's a lot of
Get
over the
much
top.
more over the top than that.
Which one in like 9 right now? 9,
Yeah.
10?
Completely
Yeah.
over the top.
Completely over the top. But
Flying cars in the space and
I mean, come on. Yeah. And I think Gray Man surpasses this by far.
way better movie than any Fast and Furious.
Yeah. And we got great news too about it too. If you haven't watched it, get on the bandwagon, okay? Because there's a lot of good things that's gonna come from this particular movie. They're already talking about a sequel, and they're already talking about spin-offs. So get on it. It's really
be
good.
great.
Yeah. Some of the major got. I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say major stars in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got some major
Definitely
stars.
major stars.
Ryan Gosling is one. Chris Evans.
Anna de Armas.
Yep, she's in it. And what's the guy from Bridgerton?
Renee Jean.
Regine Paul.
Renee Jean Paul.
Renee Jean Paul. Yep, he's in it.
Jessica Henwick.
Jessica Henwick, she's in it. And one
Billy
honestly,
Bob Thornton.
yep, Billy Bob Thornton's in it. And honestly, if you watch the movie, one of my personally, okay, I mean everyone did a great job in this movie, but one of my favorites in this movie is, I guess if I butcher his name, please forgive me. But Dhanush, he's one of the Indian actors, right? Who
Yeah.
plays an assassin.
He was
He's also
awesome.
a gray man. His character name is Avik San, and this guy, his character is so awesome in this movie.
Yeah.
You just gotta watch how this
Six,
dude, yeah,
6 is really awesome, and this guy I think would best 6.
Yeah, by far.
He's crazy good.
but the reason why I don't think he would win, Avik San would win against 6, because 6 has like his motions don't really get involved in him
Yeah.
fighting, so like he gets stabbed, shot, and it really doesn't bother. But it's like he's got dry humor in this movie, which makes it so good. Like
Yeah.
he gets shot, and he goes, "What was the part?" It's like, "Do you think you can help me or something? Because there's a lot of blood,
A lot of blood.
a lot of blood."
Am I gonna live? Because there's a lot of blood.
And yeah, you gotta watch it. I mean, right now we're kind of like dumbing it down, but it's out of context. But you watch this film, it's got his little dry humor in it. It's got a lot of good action, a lot of fight scenes. The
Lots
fight
of
scenes,
action,
yeah,
lots of action.
lots of action, and the fight scenes between Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling
Amazing.
Amazing. It was, and then the fight scene between Anna de Armas, right? Armas,
Anna de Armas. Yeah.
Anna de Armas, and the Hashun or Avixan. That was a good fighting scene as well. Um, it shows kind of like, you know, the
Just,
gender difference.
Any fight scene
Yeah.
in this movie is just incredible.
Yeah, I'll just put it that way. You're right about that.
It's yeah, it was really good.
top notch. So I could see why a spinoff from this would do really well, and the sequel would do really well as well.
Sequel's definitely gonna do really well. I'm kind of curious as to who the spin-off will be about.
Yeah,
But there
man,
are so
yeah.
many good characters that it could be any number of them.
So if you've watched the movie, because it's not a show, because there isn't any episodes or seasons, but if you watch the movie, give us your idea down in the comments on, you know, what the spinoff might be, who might be in the spinoff. Give your comments about who might be in the sequel. I have an idea. I think they'll give Avixan. I think they'll give him a spinoff just because of the way he left. You know, the way
Yeah,
he did,
he,
the way he handled himself. I
mean,
could see him in a
He
spinoff.
came in with such a big role and then was just gone all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
I could see that.
I could see Anna de Armas getting one. I could
yes.
see Chris Evans getting one.
Yes, and definitely the sequel is definitely going to be with
Ryan Gosling.
and Regine Jean Paul, or Renee Jean Paul. Sorry if we're butchering his name, because he was pretty much the mastermind.
He's
But I think there's somebody above him.
There's someone there's definitely a shadow government
Yes.
person above him, but they just call him the old man in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't figured out who he is yet, but hopefully we will in the sequel.
Hopefully. So if you don't watch this, don't be surprised if you see some other stuff on Netflix associated with this particular movie that is really good. I give it my thumbs up. I give it my approval
yeah.
to watch by far.
On a different note, I just heard that Extraction, Chris Hemsworth movie on Netflix is getting a sequel also.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Because that movie got a lot of backlash. But
Yeah.
guess what? Leave your comments down. Give us a thumbs up. Share. And we're just going to make another video about Extraction. We'll tell you about that one. All right? Thank you for watching. And that's a wrap.